What would you do if you never had to work another day in your life? Would you take that exotic vacation and go sit on the beach and sip some pina coladas? Maybe take a hike in nature and go see some waterfalls? Would you spend more time with friends and family, hanging out and just enjoying each other's company? Or maybe you'd pick up that old hobby that you just no longer have time to do. What's up, everyone? I'm Ryan, founder of MindOfTheFinancier.com, where I provide financial education and inspiration to help you build the lifestyle that you desire. In today's video, I'm going to share with you 3 ways to achieve financial independence. I believe that most people can wrap their mind around what financial independence is, but in order to achieve financial independence, we must first define what financial independence is. Financial independence, as defined by Forbes, is a state of being in which you do not any longer have to work in order to pay your living expenses. So let's take a look and break down how to achieve financial independence. First of all, we need to determine what our living expenses are so we know how much money we need to earn in order to achieve financial independence. So your living expenses are basically your rent or mortgage. So let's say it's $1,000 a month. Your utilities, which may be $300 a month. This is water, electric, gas. You can include your cell phone bill in this. Then if you have any car payments, maybe that's another $300 a month. And then taxes and insurance on your car or on your house. So maybe call this another $300 a month. I know it might be a little bit high in this example, but it is possible. And then you also need to consider your food and entertainment. So this includes any groceries and eating out that you may do, or any other entertainment activities that you may do, such as a subscription to Netflix or going out to see a movie. And this may be another $800 a month. So if you total all this up, this is your living expenses. So this is $2,700 a month. To do this on a monthly basis, as most bills are due once a month. So what we need to determine next is how we can generate enough passive income in order to cover this $2,700 a month. And there's 3 ways that I'll share with you how to do that. But first, if you like this information, guys, please hit the like button. And if you want to see more like this, please hit subscribe. Alright guys, here are 3 ways to achieve financial independence. Most people working a full-time job understands that they should be investing in a retirement fund. This could be a 401k or an IRA if you're in the US. So let's say you make $50,000 or $100,000 a year. The numbers here for point A work out pretty much to be the same. Points B and C will take a little bit longer if you earn less income. So let's assume you earn $100,000 a year and you invest 10% of that into your retirement fund, earning 7% compounding interest year after year. I use 7% because the markets typically increase by 7 to 8% per year, so it's a little bit conservative, but at 7% it takes 41 years to reach a total of $2.35 million. Now, once you have that $2.35 million, you can then take 4% of that annually, and that will equal about $90,000 a year. But the biggest problem I see with this is that $90,000 in 41 years time from now, due to inflation of about 3%, is then only worth about $21,000 a year. You can see why so many people retire and then they have to live a lesser lifestyle than when they were working. So it's safe to say you should be investing at least 10% of your income, if not more. But let's say hypothetically you want to retire early. B, say we invest 20%, which takes 30 years to reach $2 million. Now, if you're investing 20% of 100K, that's 80K left over per year, and that $2 million then at 4% interest will allow you to withdraw your money and still earn 80K per year. In C, we invest 30%. Now this really reduces the timeline down to 23 years, which will generate $1.7 million, and that, again at 4%, will allow you to withdraw $70,000 per year. So you can see in these scenarios, the more you invest, the quicker you can reach financial independence. But let's take a look at 2 other ways to reach financial independence even quicker. Number 2, invest in assets that generate passive income. Typically, you might think of real estate. In this case, I do have real estate. Say we invest 20% or put 20% down on a house that's worth $100,000. That's $20,000. You could then take a loan for the remaining 80% and then rent that house out, and say that house earns $1,000 a month in rent. Now, a lot of real estate investors say that maybe you want to take like a 15-year loan, and then after expenses, this $1,000 may put about $100 in your pocket on a monthly basis. But say in this case, we do a 10-year loan and we put no money in our pocket, all the money going back to repaying off that loan as quick as possible. Then after 10 years, that asset will begin generating $1,000 a month. Now, if we were to do this, say, once a year for 10 years in a row, then after 17 years, you would have 7 houses paid off, which would equate to bringing in $7,000 a month. And that $7,000 a month equals $84,000 a year. So, like I said, if you're making $100K a year and you're investing 20% into an IRA or a 401K, you could see how this would get you to financial independence much quicker than the traditional investing. Of course, this method is going to take a lot more work because it's going to require you to look for homes, get the purchase of property, take out the mortgages, manage all that, find property managers, repairmen, all of this. So it is going to take more work, but the return is you can become financial independent quicker. Let's take a look at the third option. Number 3. Build a business that generates $1 million in revenue and then take 8 to 10% of that off the top in order to manage that business. Now you might be saying, well, if I'm managing a business, running a business, how am I financially independent? Well, what you could do is only spend a limited number of hours per week or month managing that business. Or you could hire a manager to run that business and just take a small profit off the top. This business could be a more traditional business, such as a brick and mortar, or it could be something like selling products, or creating a brand, or creating a product line such as a fashion wear, or sports apparel, or even makeup. Now, of course, that's going to take a lot more work to build a business like that, but if you really work hard, you may be able to achieve this within maybe, say, 7 to 12 years. Now you can see that you could become financially independent even quicker. Of course, there's risk associated with any type of investing, so be sure to do your homework and make sure it's something that you really want to invest in. Leave a comment below. Let me know, how are you investing to achieve financial independence? And if you want to learn more about achieving financial independence and building the lifestyle that you desire, be sure to check out my online course. There's a link below. And as always, you can learn more at mindofthefinancier.com or follow me on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much.